Well, it looks like we're gonna have 4 or 5 good days of weather. It is really good to be done, but we still have a bunch of stuff to do.
There's a moment after harvest when the machines become silent. For weeks, they've moved through the fields with enormous purpose. They've swallowed the crops, they've carried it away, they've burned fuel, consumed grease, and demanded repairs. They've been covered in dust, mud, and the small pieces of harvest that somehow find their way into everything. And then suddenly, there's nothing. This isn't the part of farming that people imagine. When people think about harvest, they think about the combine moving through a golden field beneath a setting sun. They don't think about the man standing beside it with a pressure washer.
I can't believe how much crap we had laying around in here. I mean, we still have a bit of stuff, but that was just crazy. We had wrenches and chains and stuff in here I didn't even know we had in here. And just lots of that fell off combine last year and somehow survived. Sprocket, just broken bits of crap everywhere.
But this is where the harvest ends, not with celebration, but with cleaning. There's something almost philosophical about washing a machine. You're removing the evidence of what it has done. As the grime disappears, the machine begins to look almost new again.
Somehow there's a cheater bar wedged underneath the fuel tank.
But it's far from new. The hours are still inside it. The wear is still inside it. The broken parts have been replaced, but the memory of them remains only with the person who had to fix them. One of the great advantages of machinery is that it doesn't worry about the future. It doesn't stress about how next year's yield will turn out. It doesn't lie awake thinking about markets or what might break or how much it will cost. It just sits in the shed until someone needs it again.
Well, good morning, day 2 post-harvest. Last night, Tanner and Jody came over and helped me move all the stuff out of the field to back home here. All the stuff is back home, the truck, the 2 combines, the wagon. Now we need to clean everything out, which is, I kind of enjoy, kind of don't. I'm enjoying it because we're getting done, but it's a dirty mess.
As humans, we're not so fortunate. We carry the past with us. At the end of harvest, when the machines go quiet, there is more silence than usual. That silence is different when you live alone. During harvest, being alone doesn't always feel like being alone. There's always something making noise. The combine, the radio, the tractors, the phone ringing, a problem that needs to be solved. There is movement everywhere. Even when you're working by yourself, you're connected to all of it. And then harvest ends, and eventually you realize that you've gone from being surrounded by activity every day to spending a lot of time with yourself. That's when the quiet changes. It becomes personal. There is no one waiting in the kitchen when you come inside. No one asking how the day went. No one wanting to hear about the thing that broke at 4:30 today.
Well, we got 2 of the combines cleaned out.
You can clean the equipment and put everything away, and when you're finished, you're still finished alone. There is nothing particularly tragic about this, which may be the strangest part. Life simply becomes very quiet, and so you begin noticing things you normally don't, and those things become your companions. It's one of the strange gifts of being alone. You begin to notice the world differently. When there is nothing filling the silence itself becomes something you can listen to. But there are limits to how romantic solitude can be. There are evenings when it's peaceful, and there are evenings when it's simply lonely. The two things can look remarkably similar from the outside. A quiet house, a dark field, one light on in the kitchen, nobody coming through the door. The difference is what is happening on the inside.
Yeah, one day here where the weather is going to be pretty good. So I'm going to try and get these things washed up and ready to be put away. Oh, dust.
Farming makes that distinction very clear. For most of the year, the work gives you somewhere to put everything. Your attention, your energy, your frustration, your hopes, your time. Work is a very effective way of avoiding the larger questions. What am I doing? Where am I going? Do fish know they're wet? What happens when the work stops?
All these things cleaned up.
That's why the end of harvest feels a little sad. It's not just that the season is over, it's that the season was something to belong to. For a few weeks, everything had a purpose. Wake up, go to the field, run the machine, fix shit, take the grain in. Do it again tomorrow. I find comfort in a life that can be reduced to such simple instructions.
Oh my God. All these things to watch and only run for 5 minutes at a time before it kills.
And then, suddenly, the instructions disappear.
This pressure washer is really making me mad.
You're left with a clean machine and an empty calendar. And that empty calendar gives you time to think. Thinking is a dangerous occupation, because eventually you begin to wonder if there's supposed to be more than this. Not necessarily more work, more life, more places, more stories.
This is going to take a long time if I have to keep getting down the ladder to start pressure washer over again. I'm about ready to just go buy another one. This one's pissing me off.
That's why the quiet after harvest can feel both peaceful and unsettling. It gives you room. Room can be wonderful, but room can also show you what is missing.
One all in the world. Well, I got one basically done. It's not perfect, but the majority of the crap and grease is off. Getting pretty close to done. Wasn't really sure if I was going to drop that head or not, but I kind of put it back where it was. We didn't tore down those trees or anything, so I kind of backed a little bit off of them. Next year we'll have to go and clean all that crap out. And I don't know, maybe we'll just keep using that head now that we've got new bearings and stuff in it. The hard part now is going to be to get Gary's combine back in here and then mine in behind it. It'll be easier now that I've dropped the head, which is kind of why I dropped it. But this is, well, it's a 16-foot head, and this door is like 16 feet. There isn't much room for error, and you really can't see when you're operating the machine. You can't see the edges of the head to see if you're gonna hit the wall. It just has to go slow. Well, I got her in here, and I think we got enough space. Okay, well, about the only thing I have left to do of this round of putting everything away is I need to get the diesel tank out of the back of Gary's pickup, and I need to get that truck that we borrowed out of the spot that our truck goes into. Let's see if we can get this thing out of here. See if it'll even start. This doesn't start when it's a good day. This is just dumb. God. Run through the cab. Well, that was easier than I thought it was going to be. We'll warm this one up while we're waiting for that one to build up some air.
There's something beautiful about this particular ending. The machines are clean, the fields are resting, the trees are losing their leaves. That cold air is working its way across the Great Plains, telling you that winter is coming. The seasons are turning. The world continues whether you're ready for it or not.
Sometime, maybe not this week, I don't know when, but we're gonna have to go through the cabs of all these different vehicles and get all the tools, all the garbage, all the papers, all the clothing, all the water bottles, thermoses, all that crap. Collect it all and get them out. Okay, we'll put gasoline and the pressure sprayers away and wrap up the hose, drain it, get that fuel tank out of Gary's truck. Oh Lord, I hope he didn't see me. I don't have time to talk to this guy. Keep going, don't pull in the driveway.
I don't know if there's a lesson here, but if there is, maybe it's that not everything has to be productive. Not every day has to accomplish something. Some days the world just needs to sit, and some days we do too. So I wash the machines, clean the grain carts, put the tractors away, close the doors, and when I'm finished, I stand there for a moment and look at everything. There is no great revelation, no music, no audience. Just me standing alone in a farmyard at the end of another harvest, looking toward the future. I have no idea what that future looks like. I do know winter is coming and spring will follow. Beyond that, I don't really know. We spend a lot of time trying to figure out what's coming next, what the next year will bring, what the next crop will make, what the next machine will cost. But we forget that the future isn't something we're supposed to have figured out. It's just something out there waiting. So I shut the machines down, and for now, there's nothing left to do but stand here and listen. The wind, the birds, and, very quietly, my own life.